is going on, guys? It is your boy Seso here, bringing guys another Photoshop tutorial today, bringing guys a cool little badge-like simplistic design here today. Straight up, if you guys paid any attention, like the past 2 weeks, I've been doing this kind of like badge design thing. I've been experimenting with it a little bit, and then you guys have been noticing it in the comment section below. You're like, yo, we're gonna do a tutorial on that, and I'm like, I guess. So I really don't mind. It's pretty cool. Really what it is, like I said, it's kind of like a badge thing going on. So basically you have like some kind of like overlay thing in the middle, right? You kind of like make you think this is like an overlay kind of going on here, right? But like shrinked into like a badge kind of version of it. And then of course it's extended with like these really cool multiple layers of color, of like, not really color, but these little extended like little gray and white bars. And of course this really nice little, you know, color area in the top. And it's just really fun. It's really dope. I've been enjoying it a lot. And of course, if you guys want to keep it like really clean in the bottom, you could. If you don't want to have any like light or like, you know, the brush strokes that I had on the bottom, you don't have to have them. But like it's gonna be really blank and like boring. I feel like if you're just gonna keep it like this, like black on the whatever down here. But if you fill this in with like, you know, social medias and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. So that's why I added something like this just for tutorial purposes. And I think it'll look pretty cool as well. Still, all right. So. Really, like I said, like, I don't know if I said this already, actually, but, week 1 had such a beautiful response. Top 3 week 1 had, like, literally the best response I could have wanted for the actual series. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, the first, like, the first hour, like, 600 views. Like, there's so much hype around this, and I want to keep the hype, and I want to keep showing you guys, and I tried really hard, and you guys really liked it, and then, like, dude, like, just thank you. I really do appreciate it. And anyway, 2 likes on the video equals a secret down below, and do not forget to submit for week 2 of next week. These submissions are going to be closing on Monday around 12 o'clock p.m. And so make sure you guys submit, because on Tuesday I do like all the finalization, make the video, and then upload it on Wednesday. And of course, like every Wednesday is a top 3, every Friday is a tutorial. So, okay, what are we going to be doing first? I think we're just going to go right into it and just basically show you guys how I made the badge part, which is that middle part right here, right? So let's show you guys, show you guys how to do that. Pretty much what you have to think is like basically what do you want to have in the middle. For me, I did something like this, right? I kind of had like, I'm just imagine like the background's not here, but I want to show you guys what I mean, right? So I'm gonna do the first part right here, which is like, I feel like it's the first main part. That's also gonna be the only color in the actual little badge thing, right? So I'm just gonna click in the middle, and just in case you didn't know, I'm in the documents of a Twitter header dimension, so 1500 by 500 pixels. Press OK, and if you guys do not have these rules that I have, you probably won't be, because of course you have to actually do them yourself. So if you go to View and you go to Rulers, it'll enable these little things right here, or press Control R. It'll enable these rulers on the top side and the left side right here, left hand side. So all you have to do is basically click around the gray area of the ruler itself, and then you can click and drag and basically make like any type of ruler. So basically I put one on the top and bottom of the actual design. Probably can't see that because it's white, but there you go. And then you do the same thing on this side, so put on the left and the right hand side if you wish to. And also, if you basically guess where the middle is, so like right here, you're like, all right, I know the middle is like somewhere right here. So if you kind of hover around it, you'll find that your ruler actually snaps in position, and that will be the middle of the canvas. So if you guys want to make sure you do that, it makes everything 10 times better, and please do it actually, because if you don't, you're going to be ending up finding yourself like with a headache and like trying to fix everything, and just do it now, okay? So the middle part, I went with a design that kind of looked like this, right? And now I can do this bigger than normal just because I could shrink it down at any moment and that I wish to. I can just shrink it down, and ooh, this looks pretty cool. Kind of like this, I got like a Superman thing going on here. So basically I'm gonna do 1/2 of it. So I'm gonna get rid of this and so you guys can see. So basically there's gonna be 1/2 of the design, because of course the entire design, the entire like, you know, banner design is actually completely symmetrical. So what I would like to do is on this halfway point, right, I can just go up and then connect it on this side. And so basically what I can do is on a new layer, which you can press the little new page here, or Control-Shift-N. All you can do is right click, fill path in, drop down to use color, select the word color, and then you can find yourself selecting any color that you wish. For right now, I'm gonna go with, oh, I had it, right? It's in the way though, hold on. I wanna get that orange. Let's just take the hexes out of this group. There we go. And so basically I can double click on this, or I can refill it, or I can just change the color like this. Color overlay, and I want to select this orange. Press OK again. So I can right click, delete the path, because I don't need the path anymore right now. So what you can do now is all you have to do is press Alt and Shift. Basically holding Alt is going to let you duplicate it, and then holding Shift is only going to allow you to go right and left. If you go, like, if you move your mouse right while holding Alt and Shift, it's only going to go right and left. And if you move your mouse down, it'll only go up and down, not left and right, as you guys can see. So basically, Alt, Shift, move your mouse to the right. Then you can press Control T to free transform. Bring up that free transform shortcut. Right click, flip horizontal. We're just going to flip it. And then basically, you can just right on that blue line, your let's see. This part right here, the left-hand side, should turn like red. There you go. Now it's red. I mean, it's pretty much on the exact same part, like the right in the middle. You're basically right there. So if you have that going on, you have something like this. Now, my badge is kind of big. It's a little different than what I had originally, but of course, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll be cooler than the other one. However, I'm just going to call this the middle piece. And so that is what's going on right here, right? So this right here is going to be this. Now, like I said, it's a lot bigger, but we can always shrink it in size. Now, the second thing I want to do is basically create the like bottom piece of it, or like basically like everything that's going to hold it together, because we're going to have two main pieces and everything else is going to be really like how you want to really design it. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my rulers up, and I'm just going to go ahead and start from the middle here, right? Because I want to give myself a little space. That's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to leave myself a little space. Some reason my colors for ruler came up. Pen tool, and then we're just gonna go ahead and go somewhere out here. I could like go out here, right? I'll go to like right here, a little further than this maybe, and then like do something like going up like that, right? I can do that. That's pretty good, right? Go here, follow down the middle, and then you guys already know this. Right click fill stroke, and then we're just gonna go ahead and use a gray for now. And basically the same thing, Alt Shift, Control T, flip horizontal, and then make sure that it is on the perfect middle, and this will turn red just like so. That is on the middle, and there we have it, right? That's that part. Now, like I said, I'll just group these two together, hold Control, and I'm just gonna call this back piece, sure, right? So pretty much these are your two main pieces. These are the two main pieces, and of course everything else that gets in between this is kind of like your layering thing. So of course the new layer that you're gonna make is gonna go in between the middle and the back piece, right? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to go ahead and try to figure out like a really cool design. Something like that maybe, right? This is a simple little thing. Nothing crazy. And I'm just making a different shade of gray for now. And we're going to go ahead and do that same thing where I Alt Shift, Control T, and I forgot to put my rulers on. So flip horizontal, I'll select, make sure my rulers come up, Control T again, and then I'll make sure that this is on red. So like I said, this is very, very easy when you have it like with a ruler. Right now, this is looking pretty cool. It looks like some kind of like Batman thing going on here. So I'm okay with this. Now, I want to make one more piece maybe. So I'm going to call this like extra one, right? So extra piece one or whatever. And what I'm doing to merge these merge two layers together, which basically, you know, these were two different layers at one point. All I had to do was control click on both the layers and then press Control E to merge them together. Just in case I said it too fast the first time, there you go. So basically, all these new things that you want to do, it's all up to you. So pretty much, you just make sure you have your rulers on, and you make sure you click in the middle first, or wherever you want to do a design. And we'll say, we'll like do something like this. Maybe like just straight up go like that. Who knows? Let's see what that looks like. Let's just see what it looks like. I'm just doing random stuff just to see what it looks like. Why not, right? I'm making a different tone of gray so I can actually see what's going on. And right away I can see that I don't have to actually move the layer. But for now, put that flip horizontal on and make sure that this is in the middle. There we go. I'll merge these two layers together, Control E, and I'll just call this 2. And I'm going to move this down. All right, cool. There we go. That's pretty good space to get it. So basically you got that going on. You have your structure of your overlay design. So pretty much all you have to do now is basically make the little simple little, I would just call them like bevels almost. So pretty much what I'm going to do for the middle piece, I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to clipping mask this new layer that I just made right on the middle piece, which is the middle piece is the first piece that we did, right? And we're just going to call this highlight 1, so you guys know where I'm going. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and simply just click in the middle of, like, you know, kind of like guess where the middle is. It doesn't really entirely matter. And what you can do is either you can kind of guess. It doesn't really matter too much. But if you're trying to be perfect and stuff, I would totally either go halfway, duplicate it over again like I did before. But for now, I'm just going to guess it. And I'm just going to go all the way around. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, fill path. And it's okay because all we really want to worry about is what is inside this piece, right? Because whatever this clip mask, Only thing you're going to be able to see is going to be what is on the layer below it, which is the middle piece, which is this right here. So if I go to drop down and use color, and I use white, press OK, right click, delete path. As you can see, the path goes all the way out here. However, it is clipping masked to this layer, so you can only see it on this layer here. So pretty much I can delete the path. Then on this little highlight 1, I can change this blend mode from normal, and you want to scroll down to either overlay or whatever, soft light, and just lower the opacity down so you get a nice like bevel looking thing. And that's basically what I call it, a bevel looking thing. And so pretty much what you can do now is either you can keep going, you can do a bevel like maybe on this gray bar, because I feel like this gray bar needs to definitely get a bevel. So I'm going to make a new layer, clipping mask it, and I'm going to go ahead and get that bevel going. So I'm going to kind of like guess where things are going, but it's okay. Something like that. Yep, close enough. All right, fill path, white, press OK, overlay. And this just gives it a little more like aesthetic feel to it. It looks really good when you do it right and all that cool stuff. Right now it doesn't look that bad at all, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty satisfied. Now what I'm also going to do is if you guys want to change the tone of the grays that I'm using, because like everything's going to stay gray, right? Everything else is like either gray and white besides that color in the middle. You can press Control U on any layer and go to where the lightness is, and then you can change the brightness and lightness of what's going on. So I kind of want to make sure that I have this part white, the most outer part white, so the back part white, and then I want to have I want to have, is it this part? It might be this part. Control U, want to have this a little darker, yeah, just like so. And I think that's good. There we go. So pretty much that's the entire part of what's going to basically create this cool badge. So what you can do is now you can just shift click on everything, and you can just call this badge. And that's what we'll do. And this is that. Now I can get rid of this because we don't need this anymore for reference. And basically I'm going to move, I'll keep that there as well. So pretty much now what's going to be happening is you're going to just take your badge and move it to the middle of your canvas here. So I know for sure that I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to test it. What do I want my size to be? The font I'm going to be using that I used today is actually Longshot. Let's see, like 12. And then we'll just type in the word creative. Make sure that VA spacing is on 0. And say to yourself, what do you want your font to really like? What size do you want? Because at first, if you want to make the this banner or this badge, excuse me, be completely big like this, you're gonna have to make your text extremely big. Now, if I were you, like this is not even big enough, so it would have to be like this big. To me, that's just like really, really overwhelming. It's really not like not a space to like work with. So basically, be reasonable. Say that you want your size to be like this for your text, and be like, okay, I'm okay with this. Just like that, maybe. Sure. I don't know what the hell I just growled like that for, but yeah. Here's the badge. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna Control J. This is gonna be making a duplicate of that badge layer or that badge group. I can just hide this. I'll just make it yellow, and this will be like backup, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Control T, which free transforms it. And I'm just gonna hold Alt and Shift and take a corner and just shrink it down. Now, we'll say like that, okay? Right, and then we're gonna move this back up to here. And so basically, I kind of want this to be the size because I want to get too small, the badge itself. And like I said, my badge is like a little, it's kind of like sleek, but I'm a fan of it still. I'm not too disappointed of how I, quickly just did that. I'm gonna go ahead and change the size and make sure, what I'm just trying to make sure is that the edges of this basically meet each other. So that way we're good here. This is actually looking pretty cool so far. All right, so pretty much the first thing you're gonna be ended up doing is we're gonna go ahead and make a new layer. And the first thing we're gonna do is basically pick out where you want to start off your top part, right? Your top part I'm talking about is, just don't mind everything going on here, but I'm talking about this right here. What you wanna go on right here. So pretty much to do this, all you have to do is kind of like take your ruler and like say where you want like the cutoff to be. So I kind of want to start here. So I'm gonna go here, right? So it's gonna give me like a little cool little like a flat area down here. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna select and make sure I select the corner of the text, just like so. And I'm gonna make sure I go back over here, select the corner of the text as well. And that way I made this ruler here so I can know I can just go like this, right? And I know for sure that this is definitely the exact same orientation or the exact same on both sides, mirrored perfectly. I can right click now, fill the path in with a nice orange, or drop down use color, orange, press OK again. delete the path, and then we have this so far, right? Pretty simple, nothing hard, nothing like that, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make another new layer and follow the same exact thing. But this time, we're gonna make sure that this is like halfway. Kind of like guess, doesn't really matter too much about this, but select here, and then now make sure you select the top part. Now to make this look cool and like not really like, you know, mess up too much, and just basically go around. So go around the actual font itself. So I'm gonna select all the way on this side. I'm gonna go all the way over here, select over here. I'm not gonna go up like this because I feel like I don't want to have it over here. So I'm just gonna go through the E really quickly and go to the top left or top right corner of it. And so basically what's gonna happen is when I select over here, up here, connected here, I can right click, fill the path in with a white, press OK, delete the path, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is either I can just right click, I already delete the path, alright. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my layer mode from normal to overlay, and I'm going to go ahead and lower the opacity down, and pretty much it gives you that same kind of bevel that you had down here. And now this is pretty cool, and the reason why I didn't want to go straight up here is that I want to have like a flat area here, because I didn't have it like really going through here as well. So for me it works, and that's just the reason why, right? So pretty much now it's either what you want to do now. So basically what we have going on, let's just get rid of this. What we have going on is like this only top part here. So the gray and white bar is the only thing we have to do next. So pretty much that's what we're gonna do, right? So I'm gonna make a gray and a white bar. So basically we just connect these and we'll just call this main background piece or something like that, right? I don't know. And then new layer, use your pen tool again, and I'll make sure, since this is mirrored, I'm actually gonna use that mirror technique. So basically I'm gonna click here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make something like this and like right there. But what I'm gonna kind of do is kind of like flirt with a little bit. This is okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this side. I want to make it like straight here. I want to bring this down just a little bit to give it a little bit more cooler of a look. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna look like it's kind of flailing out, this gray bar that I'm creating, right? Just about there. Okay, and I'm gonna go all the way around, right, the middle, and connect it. Right click, fill the path, drop down, use color, and I'm gonna use this nice dark gray that we have. Delete the path, and then Alt Shift first, Control T, flip horizontal, free transform, flip horizontal, sorry, and then make sure that's in the middle. Perfect, and then we got that going on. And the last piece we only have to do, I'll just merge these two things together. Last piece we have to do is the white. So basically do the same exact thing. And what I meant by it looks like it's flailing out, it basically gets really skinny and then it goes really, really freaking wide. So pretty much that's kind of how I want to have it. But for the white bar, or the white little thing that we're going over here, is I kind of want to make sure I have it like pretty close to this. Now if you want to, you can use like stroke on the gray here if you're like bored. Like I don't know if it's easier for you, but I like pen tooling and I like just doing things, so that's why I'm not using stroke on like the gray bar here, because I can do that. I'll show you guys in a second. I just don't want to. I don't know why. Most likely I don't want to do it right now is because I already started doing it with the pen tool and I don't want to change it because I'm just weird like that. So flip horizontal, but I will show you guys really quickly what I mean, just in case like you're really, really new to Photoshop or you really don't know what I'm talking about. And what I mean was like this gray bar that we just did here, we probably could have done it just by going to this gray bar, double click on it, going to stroke, and just taking your color here, making it to a gray, pressing OK, and then bringing your size out. This also shows my little mistake of this not actually measuring up perfectly. But you can also do that, right? And to me, it's the same exact thing, but I just like pen tooling because I'm weird. But I'm going to also fix this really quickly. Hold Shift, select the corner, bring that out. There we go. Now it's perfect. And basically, we're pretty much done. Now, what I also did was I put a little bit of color like inside this, in my badge in the actual example here. If you guys want to put a little orange, like, you know, in spaces, it would look pretty cool. Let's just say, for example, I'm gonna throw this on top of the gray bar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically take this, and what if I just did something like this? Now, this is like totally not a part of what my example looked like, but let's just see. Either I can use orange, right? Let's just see what it looks like. Delete the path. You can use orange, or what I was going to say is I can change the color to white, and I can just put an overlay on it, and it kind of gives like your little outside pieces a little bit more of like a little fun, like a little something to it, right? So I'm going to put it on the same exact other side, flip horizontal, and put it over there as well. And it kind of looks like you're just building upon this. And if you keep building upon this, you get a pretty cool end result. And really quickly, what I did was, to finish my example, is what I did is I used my own brushes, my own brushes. So if you don't have my stock brush pack, it's for $5. It gets updated regularly, so you basically get a free update every once in a while through your email that you've purchased the design with. And basically, I use one of my stocks, and I went ahead and just like clicked like so, or I can just, I want to kind of do it here, or I'll make it a little bit more bigger and just do it like that. And I'll press from normal to overlay. And then basically what I went ahead and did was I used an orange brush, a soft brush, and I clicked right in the middle, right, and I used hard light. And what I did was I lowered the opacity down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control U on this light right here, which is going to bring up a hue and saturation adjustment. I can basically just switch and fix where my orange is just by doing that here. And there we go. That's pretty much my orange. And also to finalize this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer all the way at the top with a nice little white soft brush, hit right on the top, and I'm going to change my blend mode from normal to overlay as well. It gives me a little more light, and then basically you guys are done. Also, I kind of want to put a picture in. Let's just see. Put a cool little like a fall picture in, you know, for the October, for Halloween. There we go. Am I going to have a video on Halloween? When is it? Tuesday, right? So no, I'm not gonna have a video. So happy Halloween to you guys. If you guys still do Halloween, we're gonna have a party at my house, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So if you guys enjoy your Halloween. Main background, which is that right there, and then basically what I'm gonna do, this is the main background piece, right? I didn't merge this together, did I? I'm just gonna merge this together really quick. Or what I'll do is Control J, make this one yellow. That's my backup, and I'm gonna merge this together because what I want to do really quickly is I want to select the thumbnail of this, and I'm gonna right click with the rectangle marquee tool and select the inverse because I want to delete everything besides the inside here for this picture. So we'll select the inverse, and we're going to do, so click on this, rasterize this layer, press delete. So now basically the only thing that's being seen is inside this area, right, that we just had, like right here, only in this area. I'm going to change this from normal to overlay, lower the opacity down, and pretty much we're almost done. This is the light layer, right? So above the light layer, I'll put in a simple little S-curve. Very nice skinny S-curve. And then brightness and contrast. You can put your contrast up and your brightness up, and you get some like this. And pretty much that is how I went about creating my design. Now, if you guys want to, my design was kind of like in the middle. If I pull this down a little bit more, like I have my actual example, I pulled mine down pretty much a pretty good farther away. So that was just me not really paying attention to my little middle here. But that's besides the point. If you guys basically move your badge down further than this, of course, right? So basically that's the only reason why it looks like super farther up. So all I gotta do is move it down if you want to, all that cool stuff. And like I said, be sure to, like, you know, either use pictures on the top or the bottom, or like just really fill the space down here with some kind of cool little funky whatever, like I don't know. Right now this is simplistic. I love how this looks, all that cool stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enter in top 3 designs or top 3 designs of the week number 2. Please go do so, and I'm just like really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, like I'm feeling real good about myself right now. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Talk to you guys later. Seso HQ out. Peace.